So guys, take out your pen and paper. Anytime the CEO speaks, you need to lock all the way in and listen to this man because we're going to take this company to $100 million next year. I guarantee you, we are going to make this happen together as a family. So Josh, my bro, the man with the plan, thank you for everything you do for us. The floor is yours, guys. Light it up in the chat box for our founder and CEO.
I'm here, Ali. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, brother. You look amazing.
Awesome. Thanks, bro. And I just want to hand it back to Ali, who's doing an incredible job, absolutely crushing this webinar. Thanks for your incredible leadership. And also just a huge congratulations to the Akashics education team. I mean, looking at the results at the very beginning from Arabella to Preston, the educators are absolutely crushing it. I think this month has been the best month in terms of, winning trades, winning sessions, winning signals, and the results speak for themselves. So big shout out to all of the Akashics educators and also to the amazing new diamonds who spoke. I mean, just hearing, Shaq and Shang and Dana and Savannah, Joshua Wheaton, Carson, you guys are on fire, doing incredible. And our new Blue Diamond leader, Cade, amazing to hear you speak. And just like looking in the chats as well, there's so many other amazing leaders on here. Garrett Roberts, Dr. China, Josh and Jay, Tippa. Also, big shout out to the interpreters, Karab and Harat. You guys are doing a great job supporting the local markets there and doing translation work for us. So really excited to be here, guys. Like Ali said, this is kind of a new chapter for us in Akashics. Earlier this month, we took all of the MDC physical products and we teamed up with a different network marketing company that specializes in health and wellness. And then we took Akashics and decided to make it its own standalone brand. And since doing that, I really feel like it's been a powerful transition for us, considering a few things. The first couple of weeks, anytime you have, a new comp plan, new system, new servers, new everything is always a little rocky the first couple of weeks. And despite having a handful of, kinks to work out the first few weeks, we still grew from last month. We still saw incredible momentum and sales have been climbing, and the field, from my perspective, it feels like the field's more focused. The message is cleaner. The customer journey is clearer as well. And like, even just with the new comp plan, the psychology around every Monday, is a close versus going, every month shooting for rank. Now it's every week. We're seeing a big spike in sales every Monday. And so that's been really cool to watch. And watching all of the new leaders ranking up is also incredible. And just like having a singular focus across the company is huge too, because when you're trying to take on the world and you've got 25 different things to focus on, your energy is spread across those things. And now for the first time ever, Akashics has one vision and one heartbeat. And, the leaders, the corporate staff, customer support, everybody's been aligned on this one product, this one brand, this one mission, this one vision, and the clarity alone is paying off. And, customer support now, just as an example, they don't have to learn 25 different, physical products as well as Akashics. They just get to dial in and lock in on Akashics, which allows them to respond faster, have better onboarding, more specialized help, more of a streamlined experience. And I believe that this is going to make a massive difference in, retention when it comes to people staying on a subscription, having a better customer journey, getting people answers faster. I think it's absolutely incredible for the brand. And really in 2026, guys, what I would love to see is to hit 50,000 active members in 2026. At 50,000 active members, Akashics becomes a $100 million a year business, not hypothetically, but mathematically. And I believe that it's very possible with the leadership team we have, with the products we have, with the comp plan, with the opportunity, with the timing of where the trading industry is at. I believe we can hit 50,000 active members. I believe we can break 1,000 new diamonds. And just like looking on this call, like hearing, individuals that are 18, 19 years old that can come into a business like this and go diamond and change their own, life. And watching some diamonds that are making $8,000 to $10,000 in 30 days is absolutely incredible. And with this type of compensation plan and system, and creating a business that's as simple as this, whereas before it was, Akashics was a brand inside of a larger ecosystem, and now Akashics is the ecosystem. And so this is going to make it where we're going to be able to build leaders faster, create more duplication, help develop people at scale. And I know that once we hit, 1,000 diamonds, it's going to create a ripple effect throughout the industry. And already in Akashics, there's members all over the world, in Latin America, in Europe, in Africa, in the US. And by the way, in Africa, we just made a big change for our friends in Nigeria, where the price for Akashics membership is not $179 a month, it's $149 a month. So we're making a lot of advancements based on different markets out there. But I'm very excited to put 50,000 active members in, help 1,000 people go diamond, and also continue to evolve the product, because you're like, a lot of people in the trading space believe that it's all about the comp plan. But I'm here to tell you that your comp plan is only as good as your product. You could have the best comp plan in the world, but if you have a product that doesn't work, it doesn't matter how great your comp plan is. It could be paying out 200%. But if your product doesn't work, people aren't going to stay on subscription. And so, one of the things we're always looking at is how to improve the product, how to have, better traders, better educators, how to advance the technology, how to make tap to trade better, how to put better, trade alerts out there, how to leverage AI, is it possible to do any sort of automation, so we're always looking to push the needle when it comes to the Akashics product. And so I'm very excited about this transition. I feel like it was the best decision to take Akashics, make it a standalone, give it, its own identity, and create a singular focus around it. I feel like corporate's more aligned, support's more dialed in, sales are rising from week to week, and really now is the time to take all of this momentum that we've been harnessing and multiply it. We go from where we're at now, and we just grew like 25%. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. And, in 2017, I was a part of explosive growth like that. We were growing 10 to 20% every month. And we had 1 year where we grew like 200+%. And then eventually we grew over 1,000% and became the fastest growing company in the industry. And so it's definitely possible with Akashics. I believe in the brand. I believe in the leadership that we have here. And I believe that everybody who locks in right now, 2026 is going to be the best year for Akashics. And what's really important going into 2026 is we put our blinders on. We ignore the noise. We don't chase any shiny objects that are out there. We get laser focused and we sprint to the finish line. So just to close things out, I'm not going to do like a big training. You're going to hear from some amazing leaders, but I just want to talk about, like, over these next 90 days, like, sprinting. How do we sprint out of this call? How do we sprint into 2026? So the word sprint, the first letter is S. We have to set a clear target. So how many customers do you want to bring in 2026? How many new affiliates do you want to have in your business? What rank do you want to be? And what income level do you want to be at? And what date do you want to hit that by? Is that by January 1? Is that by February 1? You should write all those things down, and that is your clear target. So set your clear target coming out of this call, because in Akashics, you should really be setting, like, this is your 90-day outcome. This should be something that scares you. It shouldn't be something that's super easy to attain, like something you've already done. It needs to scare you, but it needs to get you really, really excited about setting this clear target. And then P, the next one, is prospect daily. I'm telling you, I've been doing network marketing for 17 years. The people that are prospecting daily, the people that are in phase 1, they're always on the leaderboard. They're always making money. They always have momentum in their business. And like, I mean, look, when it comes to a sprint, like you should, like with reach outs, I don't care what you're selling, you need to be reaching out to 20 to 30 people a day. Every single day, you should be reaching out to 10 to 20 to 30 people. And not only should you be reaching out, but you should be following up with all of the people that you previously reached out to that you haven't reconnected with. And here's the thing, there's a great book out there called Go for No. If somebody has not told you, no, I'm not interested in Akashics, you should continue to follow up until you get a no. If they haven't said no yet, you should keep following up, check in on them, see how they're doing, see how things are going, see if they have any questions, ask them if they're ready to get started. You should be following up like crazy with everybody that you're talking to and reaching out to. And you should also be doing presentations as well, whether that's one-on-one presentations. If you have a team, you should be doing group presentations. Like I know Ali said, Josh and Jay, they have these super Saturdays that they're doing. I always see on social media that they're doing, live presentations. So we do our reach outs, we do our follow-ups, and we do our presentations, and then edification and three-way calls. Whoever your upline is, whoever your upline leader is, if you don't have a direct upline, go above that person. If you don't have an above that person, go above that person. Go all the way to the top until you have an upline leader that you can edify, get on three-way calls, three-way chats. And I'm telling you, consistency is going to beat talent every single time. It doesn't matter how, like if you took me and you took somebody else that was a way better speaker, a way better presenter, way better at this, but I'm more consistent, I'm gonna outwork them, out recruit them every single time. Next one is R. So SPR. R is run with the runners. So in a sprint, you can't drag people. You can't drag people to the finish line. You have to find people that are responding to you fast, that are showing up, that are plugging in, that are taking action, that want this business just as bad as you do. So like if you've got an organization, it's really easy to tell who your runners are and who's not as serious about the business. And the ones who are your runners are where you should be concentrating your efforts and your energy. You go where the action is in the business. So you work with the willing, you run with the runners, and this is what creates duplication fast in the business. And then I is ignore the noise. Okay, so you can't sprint while you're looking sideways, right? You have to look straight when you're sprinting. And during a sprint, you can't get distracted. You can't get distracted with shiny objects. There can't be any distractions at all. You can't be doing comparisons. You can't be saying like, oh, well, look at what this company's doing and look at what these people are doing over here. And look at what you can't have any comparisons at all, and no drama, no negativity, no rumors. You know, it's funny, like when I went through some stuff in my personal life, there were all these rumors that, the business was getting taken over and, we were going to be bought by another deal and merged into another deal. And none of that happened, and it's just funny because people get so wrapped up in rumors and then they forget to build their business because they're so focused on all of the chatter that's out there. So put your blinders on, stay laser focused on the mission, and then and network like a pro. Post daily, share all of your wins. It doesn't matter how small or how big the win is. Post all of those wins. Document your journey. Promote all the webinars. Promote all the calls. Show all your social proof. If you have people in your team getting withdrawals or winning or getting on live sessions and they're like making money with trade alerts, like you need to take that's like golden content. Take all of that, post it all online, post it all on social media, and start showing the world, start showing your following what's going on in your business. If your network is going to mirror your energy. So if you're on fire, people are going to feel it. And then last but not least, taproot like crazy. This is the most important skill. I've done like so many trainings on taprooting, but taproot like crazy. Depth creates stability in your business. When you bring a new person in, your main goal is to find out who those people know and drive right through that person. Every new person is a doorway to 10 more people. And you need to taproot until you find the leaders that are hiding in levels 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 levels down That's how a team can go from 10 people to 100 people to 1,000 people fast, is by taprooting. And a lot of people don't even taproot. They only work with their level one. They're not asking people who they know. They're not telling those people to, hey, get me on with your best people. Like I'm with my leaders right now, I'm telling all of them, hey, I need to talk to your top 10 prospects today. Not tomorrow, today. I need you to get me on the phone with your top 10 prospects. And I'm just trying to drive depth. I'm trying to find out who they know, who they know, who they know, who they know, and so on and so forth. So we just got a sprint, guys, coming out of this webinar, going into December, going into January, a brand new year, 2026. We still have, today and tomorrow to close out the Black Friday sale. It's the perfect time to get locked in and fired up about your Akashics business. So again, I'm very excited to be here, very excited for all of the new momentum and the new growth. I think 2026 is going to be a killer year for Akashics and all of the leaders that are here within this brand and company. So with that said, I want to bring up our next speaker, Joey Wilson. This guy is incredible. He brings the energy. A lot of these amazing leaders are in his organization. I first got to hear this guy speak in front of the room, and I knew exactly why he's as successful as he is today. He knows this industry real well. He's got the energy. He's like a magnet. People are always attracted to working with him. It's been amazing to watch some of the amazing leaders that he's been able to bring into the business and mentor these young guys that are out of Minnesota and here in the US that are just putting people in every day and cranking and working with Joey has just been incredible to watch. So Joey Wilson, my friend, if you're there, come on, lay it on us. Let us know why you're fired up about Akashics, and just excited that you're here, brother.
Well, I appreciate it, man. And I'm so grateful that I hopped on a call with Josh a little over a year ago and came to this company. And it was one of the best decisions I could have ever made in my life. I truly, truly believe that. And I truly believe that everybody here, you all made a good business decision for your team, for your network, for your family, and for your life. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to the educator team. Thank you to the corporate staff. Thank you to Ali for all the work that you do on the back end with Josh and Matt. Thanks my business partner, Matt Thayer, for being an absolute stud and dreaming bigger than anybody and staying consistent and never wavering no matter what. If I didn't have this amazing team around me, I wouldn't be here today. But I'm like Josh. I might not be the best speaker. I might not be the best at anything, but I will never quit. I'll just stay consistent every single day. I'm like water through the Grand Canyon. Isn't it crazy to think about the Grand Canyon? And if you've ever been there, water just kept coming and kept blowing through it, and eventually cut through all that rock. I'm just going to keep going. And eventually, right? Eventually, what we talk about is when God's timing meets your preparation, you strike gold. But most people don't stay the course long enough to actually strike the gold. And so, listening to some of these success stories on this call, for example, Cade, dude, you got in this industry, had no clue what you're doing, had zero skill set, had zero business being in business, like we talk about all the time. And look at what is happening because you wake up, you live this, you live, sleep, eat, breathe network marketing, and you went all in for a season of your life. Your life is changing before your eyes because you applied the necessary energy to make it happen, right? You forced it. You said it how many times? I don't even need to know if you said this or not, but to the boys that you hang out with every single day, dude, I'm going to win here. There's no other option. And every day you wake up and you go after it. Hearing their stories, it's like I'm watching myself. Hearing Carson, I'm watching myself. I'm that same kid that joined when I was 22 years old. So I'm listening to Carson and Kay and watching these guys' lives change. And I'm just like, man, it is so dope to be a part of this company, be a part of this industry, because I truly believe this industry can create the dopest lifestyle in the world. If it wasn't for this, what else can you do to create a great life? Pro basketball player, pro baseball player, pro snowboarder, you are at the beck and call of everybody else in that, right? You are a W-2 employee as a basketball player. They got to be on that airplane and they got to get to that hotel and they have to be on that court and they better do it right. Otherwise they get kicked out. And I look at that and I look at what we do now and I'm just like, I'll do this forever because this is fun. I can go out there, build amazing communities of people that want to level up, and I can just surround myself with people like you that just want to keep pushing and creating a great life and helping out our families and traveling the world and having a purpose and fun and freedom and fulfillment. This is it right here. But does it happen overnight? Dude, absolutely not. It does not happen overnight. Do you reach your goals in a couple of years, in 3 years, in 4 years? Maybe if you're one of those people that you're just gifted at everything you do, me and Matt Thayer, a decade. It's 10 years for us. Eric Worre said it years ago. He said, guess what, guys? For you people in this industry that don't know if you'll actually make it, just stick around for 10 years. Because here's what he said. He goes, I found out that if you stay the course for 10 years, you will be successful. You will be crushing it by then. So I said, all right, at least just do it for 10 years. And so I got started at 22 with every last dollar I had. 25 hit my first six figures. No, I think I was almost 30, cleared $1 million in commissions. And I just realized that anything is possible if I just put one foot in front of the other. And I'm reading a book right now, and I just want to read you the first part of this. But a guy named Ben Askren, he was part of he was in the UFC for a while. He was a big time wrestler. He talks motivation here and there, but he was reading out of this book on his Instagram the other day. So I picked it up because it's little analogies, it's little stories and little analogies to help you how to fall in love with the process of becoming great. So he read a little analogy out of here, the bamboo tree. I'm like, no way, the bamboo tree. We talk about it all the time. And it's called chop wood and carry water, right? And so I opened it up to the first page and I sat down the other day and I started reading it. And I just wanted to read you guys this real quick because this is it. This resonates with me to my core. And this is probably going to resonate with a lot of you that are out there chasing greatness, chasing your journey, right? And so here it is. I didn't make the rules. I just discovered them. There are no shortcuts. The dirty little secret about greatness is that it requires more than most are willing to sacrifice and endure. Greatness is 0.01% you see under the bright lights and finished product. The 99.9% is dirty, hard work, in the dark, while your dreams are so far off they feel like fairy tales. Most people are caught up in the illusion of fantasy and greatness, but when the toll is due, and it is due every day, they are nowhere to be found. Most people are nowhere to be found. They say they want it, but where are they when the toll is due? Every second counts, and we don't know how many we get in this life. Mastery cares nothing about talent, social class, or any legitimate excuses. The earlier you start and fully commit, the easier it is down the road. Your potential is unknown, and the only way you tap into that is through never-ending, frustrating, monotonous work. Amateurs need inspiration, encouragement, and everything to feel good. Professionals show up and do the work no matter what. The path is available to all, and all are capable, but few are willing. And I read that, and I'm just like, oh man, that is me, bro. When we got in this industry, just like Cade, just like Carson, just like these guys, whatever it takes for as long as it takes, wherever I have to go, whatever I have to do, and I'm just going to trust and know that all the effort I put forth into this business is going to eventually pay me tenfold. So I'm just never going to quit. Why? Because I already put in my time. I've already put in my 10,000 hours. I got to just keep going. Why would I switch up now so I can start over on my 10,000 hours on a new profession? No, I'm going to stay the course. Even when people quit my team, even when I lose lines of businesses, it never mattered because I knew at some point it was all going to work together because I saw all these people just like me winning at a high level. So it was just only a matter of time before I knew it was possible and I was going to strike gold, right? And so again, I talk about this a lot. Get a crystal clear picture of what you want your life to look like. Josh Wheaton said it. What is your why? Before I ever had kids, it was my future kids. I said, dude, I'm busting my butt all day, every day right now because I don't have kids yet, but my kids got to eat and my kids are going to be eating good. Okay? I promise you that. So I'm busting my butt right now. When my buddies were out there partying, hanging out, in college, doing whatever they wanted to do, bro, I had to get them away from my life and I had to go find those runners. And that's what we do, right? You just heard Josh talking about it. When you find some runners, you lock in with them. They've all been saying that on this call. And so me and Thayer, it was time to get to work. So we're digging. All I care about every single day to get to my dream life is to create success stories and help other people win. So I need to get new people in the system, lead from the front. So all I focused on is personal enrollments. I'm going to go out there and lead from the front and go put in as many as I need until I find the leaders that show up that I can run with. So you put someone in the system, you show them how to go through the Akashics website. You show them how to go through the back office. And then you say, okay, here's when the next trading call is with Preston. But what we could do right away is let's get your 3 and free. Who's the first couple people you know you could get started just because you're doing it? And sometimes they're going to tell you what? Oh man, I'm going to focus on trading first. I want to see if this actually works before I show it to my network. Cool, bro. Do your thing. I can't wait on you. If I wait on you, I'm going to probably be broke like you. I got to go. You told me you wanted something different bad enough, but I'm here to help you, but I can't wait for you. So boom, I'm going to go find someone else and put them under that person's team. Congrats on the growth of your business. And I text them that and I let them know. That person that said, hey, I'm going to see if this thing works. Well, it works. I promise you that. This thing works. There's no doubt in my mind. But so then I get that new person in. Hey, bro, welcome to the team. And I send the congrats message up one level to that guy. And then I tell the new guy, now the new guy is the most important person in my business. Here's how you navigate the website. Here's where the next trading call is. But what we could do right away is let's get your 3 and free. Who's the first couple people you know you could get started just because you're doing it? Let's go show them now. And as soon as I find someone that wants to run, get in my passenger seat and I'm going to show you how to run. And that's all we did every day, all day for years. We live it, eat, sleep, breathe, just like LeBron James in basketball, just like David Beckham in soccer, just like Elon Musk and inventing things, right? It's the same thing. And if you want a lifestyle that most people will never be able to live, you have to put in the work and you have to believe like nobody is willing to do that, right? And so in my lifetime, I'll tell you, a lot of you know my story. Got locked up for a year when I was 19 years old for selling drugs on undercover cop. Went to Teen Challenge for a year and a half, got out with a garbage bag full of clothes that weren't mine, found this industry, found a community of people that cared about my success and helped me win. And now I just want to return that favor and help as many people as possible. But in 13 years, in earning millions of dollars, building our dream home, having complete freedom, these are the 3 things that changed everything for me. Number 1, getting in close proximity with people that have what I want, right? If I want to win in network marketing, I need to get as close to Zwaggle as possible. Because that dude has won in network marketing more than almost anyone I know. I mean, he's winning at the highest level, right? John Haremza, same thing. How close can I get to those guys, right? Eric Worre, GoPro. We'll be in Vegas next month. We're getting real close because we're going to be getting seats right at the GoPro studio because I want to level up. I need to level up myself before I can try to level up, the community, right? I have to work on me. I have to keep sharpening my axe. But getting around people that have what you want, right? So if you're brand new on this call and you want to go quick and you want to change your life fast, get as close to the rubies in your upline as you can. Get as close as you can to the diamonds. Get as close as you can to the blue diamonds. Deserve their time, right? Go out there, put in the work every single day, and you will be seen. And that's what I did when I first got started, to the point where my mentor looked at me and said, well, he started letting me take him. If he wanted me to take him to the airport, I would take him to the airport. If he wanted me to bring his bags and books in to the event, I would bring his bags and books into the event. I would do whatever I had to do to get around this guy because I knew he would help me shortcut my success because he already did it and he was making $150,000 a month and he went through all the craziness that I was actually going through at that time. And so that was a big changer because the time I spent with him, he would look at me and say, dude, you're the real deal. You're going to the top. Can you imagine that if you're hanging out with the number 4 income earner of a massive company and he's making $150,000 a month and he looks at you and he wants to spend time with you and he says, dude, you're the real deal because he sees that you're outworking everybody and you're just hustling in the background every single day. That's what it takes in this industry. That's what it takes in any industry that's entrepreneurial. Okay. Number 2 is shock your system with a crazy burst of activity over the next 90 days. Lock in. Tunnel vision for a season. Don't look left. Don't look right. Don't let your girlfriend knock you off course. Don't let anyone or anything knock you off course for the next 90 days. All in on your dreams. Okay? All in on your dreams. Because here's what's going to happen if you do it. When you go all in and you're going on a sprint like Josh was talking about and you're showing 5 presentations a day and you're going to bed with a sore throat and you're doing everything you can. You're outworking everybody around you. When you do that, there's a part of your brain that wants you to be consistent with what you believe you're worth, right? And when you take massive action like this, your brain actually starts to believe that you're worthy of those goals that you're going after. And that's how manifestation works. The more familiar you get in your mind with the goals that you want, the easier it gets drawn to you. So as you're all in, just think about it for a second. If you're not doing anything and you're showing 1 a week and you're barely plugging in, do you feel like you deserve greatness? Probably not. But if you're all in, like you've never been in your life, and you're doing presentation after presentation, and you're driving depth, and you're sending congrats messages, and you're doing whatever it takes for as long as it takes, you're going to trick your mind to believe you're worth the best in the world, $350,000 a month, $500,000 a month. And when you start thinking those things, boom, you wake up and you're like, dude, I'm making $100,000 a month. This is amazing. So anything is possible if I just believe it in my mind. And as you start to unlock some of these laws in life, dude, you can compound it like crazy, right? check this out. Get network marketing income coming in. And then what do you do with it? Because it can be taxed, right? Boom, I put it into building a lake home up here in Minnesota. And then I'm going to rent it out part-time and offset my taxes, have cash flow here, and then build another one. Lifestyle investing. It's the dopest thing in the world. So here I am building network marketing, doing what I love every single day, driving cash flow and buying assets that are going to be able to be lifestyle assets that I can use and rent out. And you're just building this dream life around you. And it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for this industry of network marketing to be able to give you passive residual income, right? And so number three is cut the fat out of your life. Cut the fat out of your life. Whatever's not serving you right now, cut it out. 90% of our thoughts are the exact same every single day. So when you wake up, think about those thoughts that you're thinking every day. What are those thoughts? The negative ones, replace them, get rid of them, and replace them with thoughts that are going to serve you, your dreams and your goals and your visions. Because as you do that, it's manifestation, right? You become what you think about. Your subconscious mind is going to go to work to put those people, places, and opportunities in your life to make them a reality. It's easy to think on our past and to be stuck in our past because it's what we know in our mind, the drama, the baggage, the issues. Eliminate all that. F that. Dude, where am I going? Right? There's a reason the rear view mirror is so much smaller than your front window. Think about what you want in your life, take massive action, get around the people that have what you want, shock your system with a crazy burst of energy, and a 90-day run, and then cut the fat. And then that's what we did. And over the years, it just compounded. And I live by a philosophy. It was my mentor's philosophy he lives by. And it was a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Simple daily disciplines versus simple daily errors in judgment compounded over time. That's it. Every day I wake up, I lift weights, I eat clean, I spend time with my family, I work on my business, and I'm compounding over time, right? And eventually the compounding gets so big that life just it's a beautiful thing. And so you can have whatever you want out of life using this as a vehicle to get you there. This is a great company. I'm extremely grateful, and I truly believe we're going to 1,000 diamonds in 2026. I truly, truly believe that. And the next person I'm going to pass it over here in a second, he's going to show you exactly how to go do that. Because I know there's a lot of people on here that are pushing to go ruby, that are pushing to go diamond. Well, this gentleman knows it better than anybody else. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to wrap up my part and I'm going to pass it over to my best friend, my business partner. This dude, he doesn't know how to take his foot off the gas. No matter how good things are, no matter how bad things are, he stays going. And, most people would throw in the towel and say, dude, I'm going to do something else. I've seen this dude been through the roller coaster ride in this industry. But when all the dust settles, we looked at each other and just like, bro, there's nowhere else you can make this type of money and have this much fun and work with the dopest people in the world. And I truly believe he's one of the best this industry will ever see. So type some fire emojis in the chat, type some love in the chat for my brother, Mr. Matthew Thayer. The floor is yours. Let's get it.
Let's go, Joey. Incredible job, man. Stories, everything that you just provided for the community. That was A1, man. Congrats, man. I'm super proud of you and your leadership. The things that we've done over the last 13 years. I wouldn't have wanted to do that with anybody else but yourself, man. So thank you so much for everything that you do. Ollie, man, absolutely incredible job. For the first Akashics monthly call to come in and just knock it out of the park and just do your job and just incredible. And everybody that spoke, man, I'm so proud of every single one of you guys as leaders and everything that you guys are doing. I mean, all of the founders. I mean, I think there was like 100 something founders that we recognized. The platinums, the sapphires, the rubies. I mean, guys, you are the lifeblood of Akashics. You guys matter. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you guys because here's the reality, you can really judge the speed of your business based on how many founders am I helping develop? How many platinums, how many sapphires, how many, rubies are being achieved in my business month after month. And if that number slows down, then that means that you need to go dig deep. Like Josh talked about, he talked about, tap rooting. He talked about going down levels, not just working with your surface level leaders, but going down and reaching down and finding, that new person that wants help, that needs help, and going and helping them go hit founder and going helping them get their business started. Maybe even just helping them score in 24, like go help them make that decision and go sign up their first person in their first 24 hours after making that decision, right? Or maybe going and helping them just waive their monthly fees. But the whole point is going down deep, going down and finding that new person that you can kind of get that ball rolling because, if you're not popping founders, guys, you're not going in the right direction. So to see 100+ founders and the sapphires and again the platinums and rubies that have happened just the last month in November, that was phenomenal. And then all of the diamonds. I mean, wow. I mean, I think there was what 5 or 6 diamonds that spoke on this call, and I think there was even more diamonds that weren't able to get on the call. But just an incredible job, guys, for you. And then Cade. Man, Kate, I am beyond proud of you, bro. I mean, to see your growth over the last just 6 months, that we've had different conversations. And what I love about Kate is, when you tell him to do something, he does it, right? He doesn't question. He doesn't say, why do I have to do that? Or what's that going to do for me? He takes instruction and he just goes and applies it. And that's a lot how I am, guys. I've just been stupid enough for the last 13 years to just listen to what leaders have told me to do, and then I just go do it. I've never questioned it because I realized in this business that if a leader is going to tell you to do something, they're going to tell you how to go be successful because the more successful you are, the more successful they're going to be. So it's not like a leader is ever going to tell you something that's not going to help you. Because the only way that a leader makes more money in network marketing, guys, is helping other people become successful. So you have to stay in that student mindset. You have to stay coachable, and you just have to listen and take, constructive criticism. You have to be able to listen to people that have went out there and crushed it, guys, and just listen to everything that they say. So today, if you guys could, please, type 777 in the chat if you're still locked in right now, if you're still paying attention, if you have your notebook out, your pen ready, if you're ready to receive what I'm going to teach, because here's the deal. On this training, what I'm going to do for you guys today is I'm going to give you a clear vision on exactly how to go build inside of Akashics. And I'm going to give you guys tools to use to go create duplication. The whole point of my training is for you guys, if you truly want to make a decision, if you're listening to Joey and you're like, you know what? This guy, I felt the energy. I listened to everything that he said, and he just helped me make a decision today. If that's you on this call right now, and you have your pen and paper out, and you're ready to receive this, guys, I'm going to give you everything that you need in order to go create duplication. Because here's the reality. First things first, if you cannot see it, you're never going to seize it. You have to see where you're going. Otherwise, you're never going to seize it. The minute that you're finally able to see where you're going and you're able to see the path, that's actually when you're going to be able to seize the opportunity. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up my back office, or I'm going to open up the back office of Akashics. I'm going to raise my desk here, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my whiteboard, my screen on my whiteboard. I want to make sure though, guys, you can hear me. I want to make sure that you guys can see me. Let's see here. Share. Let's go host and panelists. Cool. Share. Entire screen. All right. If you guys can see my screen, please type 111 in the chat real quick. Type 111 in the chat. Awesome. Okay. So you guys know obviously that this is your back office, right? Hopefully everybody knows how to access your back office. If you go to akashics.com, underneath the login, there's a little hyperlink that will take you to the actual back office, not just the academy, right? Not just where the platform is. You can also just type in account.akashics.com, log in. So there's a couple different things that I want you guys to see, from the main back office area. First things first, right here, this will tell you how many people that you have enrolled on your left team and your right team. This is for you guys to know, if you at least have a personal on your left and a personal on your right, because in order to be a founder, the very, very first rank, you have to have one left, one right. So you have to have that right away. That's first things first. And you guys can go ahead and you guys can place people. So when you do sign somebody up, when you send people your link, when you send the akashics.com/ your username, when they sign up and they get started, it's going to show up right here in your holding tank. So your holding tank is where people go once they sign up, where you can finally place people. So when you're ready to place someone, you just go to your holding tank. And then as you guys can see here, I mean, this is a demo account. This is not a real account. But you guys can see here, these are people that have signed up. So let's just say we wanted to place Chase. If we wanted to place Chase, what we would do is we would just select position, and we're either going to select one or two options, bottom left or bottom right. So if you're brand new and you just signed up your first two people, you're going to put one on your left and you're going to put one on your right. Now, once you do that, when you go to your binary tree, they're going to show up, right? They're going to show up one on your left, one on your right. And that's kind of how you're going to start your business. That's the first step, right? You have to go at least put one left, one right. That's how you at least want to start it. Now, you're going to make money off those two sales, right? You're going to get a fast start bonus. We pay that daily. The minute you make a sale, you get paid from that sale. You're going to place one left, you're going to place one right. Now, once you've done that, let's go over to what's the rank snapshot, because a lot of people don't know how to see, their rank. They don't know how close they are to their next rank. And this right here is going to be where you're going to be able to see how close you are. So when you go to my rank and you go to rank snapshot, this is my favorite spot in the entire back office, because this is where you really can see. Again, if you don't have vision, you're never going to seize it, right? So you need to be able to know what you need in order to get to the next rank. So if we're looking at this right now, there's one thing that you have to have right here, personal volume. What is personal volume? Personal volume, guys, is an Akashic subscription. So as long as you have an active monthly subscription, you have enough for that. You only need 100, right? You don't need 1,000. 1,000 is when you've bought in a yearly. So if you bought in a yearly, you're good. You don't have to worry about this. You have enough. Next, let me just move this real quick. Next is your person enrolled, right? You got to have, can I move this? Why can't I move this? Okay, so the first thing you got to have, guys, is one left, one right. One left, one right. That's the first requirement. Now for founder, right? Because founder is that first rank. You have to have 500 volume left, 500 volume right. Now that is on the monthly. So when you sign up a $199 and $179 a month, that is worth 100 points. When you sign up a trade and travel, though, for $250 and $199 a month, you actually get 150 points. So in order to be a founder, basically what that is, guys, is that's 4 on the left team, 4 on the right team. This is making sense real quick, guys. Just type founder in the chat if this is making sense so far. Let's see some founders in the chat, guys, if this is making sense. So on trade and travel, you need 4 on the left, 4 on the right. On the Akashics monthly, you just need 5 on the left, 5 on the right. So it's one more. Now, a lot of people are wondering what this is right here. I've gotten a lot of questions. Let's say you join with me and I enroll you. When I go and sign up someone after you, they're going to end up on your team. So if I sign up Bob and Bob is on your team because I placed him there, this is what Joey was talking about, right? Sending a congrats on the growth of your business. Letting people know on your team that you've placed someone on their team. So if this is you and I put Bob on your team, and let's just say Bob goes and enrolls 4 people himself. This right here, guys, this is your volume. This is what you have done. And this right here is the requirement that you need. So in order to be a founder, you need to enroll at least 5 people. Now, it doesn't have to be all you. It doesn't have to be like you enroll 5 yourself. It could be you enroll 1 and then they enroll 4 people, and that would still count. So let's say you did do that. Let's say you enrolled Sally, and then Sally went and put in 4. Well, guys, what you would see in your back office, right? You would see Bob has 5 people. So you would see on your left, you would see 500 out of 500. And then as you are building, so since you now have put in Sally and Sally's put in 4, you would see here 500, and then you'd also see 500 right here. And that would make you a founder. And you would be able to see that, guys, and you would be able to know, okay, now I'm a founder. If this is making sense, type 111 in the chat, guys, real quick. If this is making sense, I don't want to go too fast. I want to make sure that this so far is making sense. But let's take this, guys, just even a step further. Because let's just say a bigger scenario here. Again, let's say that this is me, this is you, and let's just say I do go put in Bob, and Bob goes, and let's just say goes and puts in 50 people. Bob's crushing it, right? Bob is an Ollie Saleh. Bob is a Joey. Bob is a Kate, a Carson, a Donna. You know, Bob is someone that comes and just crushes the business. So some of you might be looking at your back office, right? And then you're seeing on your left team over here, you're seeing 5,000. And you're wondering, what does that mean? What that means, guys, is that Bob and the 50 people that he's enrolled is counting towards your left qualified volume. That's a good thing. That's a great thing, because that means, guys, that basically a lot of the required volume that you need in order to rank up has been placed on your team. That's why it's so important to let people know that you've placed someone on their team, because you can let them know, hey, congrats on the growth of your business. I placed someone on your team. Hey, congrats again, congrats again, congrats again, congrats again. And as you are helping them, once you've put in 5, you can let them know, hey, you're only 5 away on your right team from founder. Well, what's the next rank? Next rank, guys, is platinum. And as you can see with platinum, on your left, you need 15 people. On your right, you need 15 people. So left 15, right 15. On trade and travel, though, you only need 10. So on trade and travel, it's 10 left, 10 right. And again, if this is you, or I'm sorry, this is me, this is you, I enroll Bob, Bob goes and puts in 50 people. What you're going to see over here, guys, again, 5,000. And you know now, hey, all I need is 10 people on my right, and I'm going to have 1,500 total enrollment tree volume, and I'm going to be a platinum. That's it, guys. You'll have your personal volume right. You have your 1 left. You have your 1 right. 1 left, 1 right. 1 personal left, 1 personal right. You have Bob that, went put in 50. You go put in the other, 10 people. And now you are a platinum. Now, some of you, though, maybe you don't. Maybe this is you. And you put Bob in yourself. And then you go put in Sally. In order to be a platinum, you just need Bob to grow, right? 9 people, and Sally to grow 9 people. So if you go help Bob go enroll 9 people and you help Sally go enroll 9 people or through their teams or however it's done, Bob could go enroll somebody that goes enroll somebody that goes enroll somebody. As long as it equals, right? 10 on the left, 10 on the right, you are a platinum. Right? Platinum in the chat, guys. This is making sense. Let me know real quick. Enrollment tree, guys, again, is what you do, what you need, what you need to sign up through you and who they sign up and who they sign up. That's your responsibility. This right here, one left, one right, is you. You have to do this. This can be helped through your leaders, through your mentors. You can go help your team, right? You can go place people on their team and it can go towards this. This is the team. You can get help for these, right? So when you go look at your rank snapshot, you can see how close you are to the next ranks. Now, let's look at Sapphire. Sapphire, again, just need 100. Boom, one left, one right again. That's all you need. On the left, you need 30 and 30. Or you need 20 and 20, trade and travel. Akashics. You need either 30 yourself or 20, trade and travel. Enrollment tree again. Type 111 in the chat again. This making sense, guys? I'm going to keep asking. I want to talk to you guys as if you're brand new, never seen this before, because that's how I would have wanted to be taught. Because again, I want you guys to be able to leave this call and have no excuse. Alrighty, let's say it again. This is me. This is you. This is Bob. Bob goes and puts in 50 people. Well, on this side, we're going to quiz real quick. If Bob's on your team and Bob goes and puts in 50 people, how many people do you need to go put on your right team? How many do you need? On trade and travel. Yes, Frank, exactly. 20 people. So, how do you do that? You go put in Sally. You go help Sally go score in 24 hours. You help that person go score in 24 hours. And then you just help this team grow to either 30 Akashics or trade and travel. And it might be a combination. Maybe it's 25 people in a combination, right? Maybe it's just a combination. But yes, 20 people that you personally need to grow on your right team right here. That's it. Very, very simple, guys. Now, let's look at Ruby. A Ruby. Again, this goes up one. Now you need 2 on your left, 2 on your right yourself. So you have to personally go put in 20 left. I'm sorry, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Personal, you just have to have an Akashics active subscription. Left is 60 on Akashics or 40 on trade and travel. 60 or 40. Again, you only need 60 or 40 yourself. And your leaders only need 60 or 40 themselves. Okay? So, in this example, this is me. This is you. This is Bob. Now Bob goes and puts in 100. So you have 100 people on Akashics on your left team. What you're going to see here, guys, on your left is 10,000, right? Because you have 100 on Akashics. Now, you know that all you need to do is go and put in either 40 on trade and travel, a combination, or 60 Akashics, right? And you're going to do that by driving depth, helping them grow, helping them build their business, helping them score in 24, helping them waive their monthly fees, helping them go hit founder, right? Because let's say you do go put in Sally. and you let Sally know, hey, it's only 4 left, 4 right. Let's go hit founder. You go help Sally go hit founder. And then you go help Mary go hit founder, right? And that's all you're doing. You're duplicating. You're teaching people how to go founder. You're teaching people how to go, platinum. You're teaching people how to go to the next rank. That's it. It's just creating that system. And then once you have 6,000 total volume, you will become a Ruby. All you need, again, is 6,000 and 6,000. And if Bob's placed in your team and he has 10,000, that counts towards it. You only need yourself that right there. Now, this is where this gets really fun because some of you guys might be in this predicament. You might actually be in this situation. Now, let's take a look here real quick. What's the difference between Ruby? Let's look at Ruby and let's look at Diamond. In Ruby, you need right, left, you need left, right. Left qualified volume, right qualified volume. You also need left personal enrolled, right personal enrolled. I want you guys to remember these 4 things right here. This is the biggest difference from the first 4 ranks to after Ruby. After Ruby, guys, look at this. Where did the left and the right go? You don't need it anymore, right? All you need is 2 on the left, 2 on the right. So you still have to have 2 on the left, 2 on the right. You have to have a monthly subscription. But wait a minute. It doesn't matter now if I have a certain amount of left and a certain amount of right? No. Now you see total qualified volume. So what's total qualified volume? Well, it's 250 people. 250 people on Akashics monthly. And how many is that on trade and travel? Well, let me just look real quick. 167. Or 167 on trade and travel. Now, let's take this scenario. This is me. This is you. This is Bob. And Bob, let's just say now has put in 250 people. Well, now for you. And again, actually, let's do this. Let's say you accidentally put Sally here and Bob is right here. Like you ended up scoring in 24, you ended up putting in somebody. Bob still went and put in, 250 people. Let's look, what would this look like for you if this happened, right? If this is me, you got started with me, you enrolled Sally, and then I placed Bob on both you and Sally's team. This is very important, guys. I want you to pay attention to this. So Bob has 25,000 volume. What that means for you guys, what you're going to see right here on total qualified volume, guys, is 12,500 of the 25,000. You're able to take the 25,000 towards Diamond, and all you have to do is grow yourself 125 people on Akashics or 87 people on trade and travel. But guess what? What does that mean for What does that mean for Sally as well? You can call Sally and say, hey, guess what, Sally? You also only need 125 people or 87 people on trade and travel yourself to go Diamond. Sally, let's go Diamond together. Let's go hit Diamond together. And now Sally goes and puts in, let's go say, 50 people. Guess what, guys? That 50 people is going to go right here. 50 people, guys, is 5,000 volume. So let's say she goes and puts in 50 and then you go put in 50. And then out of the 50 grows another 20. That's how you're going to see this right here, guys. You just have to get a total of 125 people on Akashics or 87 people on Trade and Travel through Sally and through yourself. That's it. That's it, guys. But this is how you see your business, guys. This is how, right here, you see what is needed. What you need, what you need to have on your left and your right, what this number is, and what this number is. This is how you see what your business is. Now, Akashics gives 100 volume. Trade and Travel gives 150. Annuals, guys, give 1,000. Trade and Travel annual gives 1,500. So when you sell these, it goes towards, when you sell these right here, when you or your team sells these, it goes to this. It goes to your enrollment tree volume. So anything that you sell, anything that your personals, anything that they sell, that goes to this number right here. So if you are close to diamond, like let's just say, guys, you're knocking on the door to diamond. Someone could go diamond right now and make a decision and sell annuals, guys, and only need 9 Trade and Travel annuals sold through anybody that they signed up and anybody that they sign up. And 9 annual sales on Trade and Travel, guys, would make them a diamond in the business. You could make a decision right now and go hit diamond if you wanted to. So as you're going through here, guys, you can see, boom, what do you need for Blue Diamond? You need 250 people yourself or 167 on Trade and Travel. Total qualified, you need 500 total people. So that could be spillover, that could be someone placed on your team. Maybe it's you. It doesn't matter. If you built your 2 teams evenly, right? And you're building these, then you just need 250 on the left, 250 on the right. But anybody that has anybody on their team goes towards this total qualified volume. So guys, type 777 in the chat if that makes sense. Type 777 in the chat, guys, if that makes sense. Okay, next thing that I want to point out for you guys is on the main page. Go back to the main page, right? So we talked about how an Akashics monthly is 100 volume, Trade and Travel is 150, annual is 1,000, Trade and Travel annual is 1,500. Okay, that's towards your ranks. So founder, platinum, sapphire, ruby, diamond, so on and so forth, guys, all the way up the compensation plan. Those volumes goes towards your rank. That's one way that we get paid, right? We get paid a lifestyle bonus based on our ranks. And you guys, if you ever wonder what that is, if you go to the rank requirement, you can see what the weekly pay is, right, for each one of those ranks. So when you hit a rank, that's what you get, right? It's almost like a salary. The first 4 ranks here, these first 4, it's left and right. You have to have a certain amount of people left, a certain amount of people right. After those, it doesn't matter anymore, but that's when this comes into play. So again, we have Akashics, we have Trade and Travel, we have the annual, and then we have the Trade and Travel annual. You guys can see here there's 85,956 what's called binary volume on the right. This number right here is on the left. Whatever is the lesser side, Monday at 12 a.m. PST. Whatever number's less, you get paid 15%. Sorry. less 15%. So right now, I mean, obviously, again, this is a demo, but the Akashics monthly gives you 80. Trade and travel gives you 90. Annual gives you 80 for 12 months. Trade and travel gives you 90 for 12 months, okay? So let's just say you signed up 10 people on the Akashics monthly on your left team, right? You placed 10 people on Akashics monthly on your left team. 800 volume would show up right here. And if you had this on your right leg, this is what you times by 15%. And that's what you would make every single week that that showed up. So when you're looking at this down here, you're in control of your paycheck, guys. Every single week, you can look down here and say, okay, well, I wanna increase my paycheck. Well, go put people on your left leg. Go look at what your volume is on your left and your right. And now you know, okay, if I go put in an Akashics monthly, that's going to add 80 points to my left leg. If I go sell a trade travel, that's going to add 90 points on my left leg. If I go sell an annual, guys, if I go sell an annual, let's say you signed up 10 annuals, you're going to get 80 points right here every single month for 12 months. For 12 months, 80 is going to go right here consistently. So it's very powerful. Let's just say you put one left, one right, annuals. Well, you would make this every single month. You would times 80 times 15%, which is nothing crazy, guys. This is not like life-changing income yet, but residual income is very powerful and it compounds. As you consistently grow your business, as you consistently grow your customers, this is the second way we get paid. So again, the first way we get paid, do our ranks, right? When you hit a rank, you get a weekly paycheck. As you grow your binary, this is also paid weekly, guys, and this is based off your left team and your right team. All of our packages, again, they pay a various amount. Akashics, monthly, 80. Train travel, 90. 3 month, 80 times 3, right? 3 months train travel, 90 times 3. Same thing for 6 months and same thing for 12 months, right? Etc. However many you sell on the left goes here. However many you sell on the right goes there. But again, it's not what you do. It's what we all do together as a team. So if you have 100 people on the left, 100 people on the right, and they're selling these packages, guys, it adds to these numbers. So again, you can look at this, you can see how much money you're making, and that's how we make money, guys, all the way through. But as you're climbing through these first 4 ranks, Ruby here, it's going to stack and it's going to stay. So if you're building right now, if you're building your business and you're on your way to diamond, this right here is going to stack and it's going to compound. It's going to stay there until you hit diamond and then it's going to release for you. I don't want to go too much into depth there. I want to make this as simple as possible. But again, guys, type 111 in the chat, guys, if that makes sense. Type 111 in the chat if that makes sense. All right, so how do we duplicate now? So now you know the vision. You know what needs to be done. You know how to track your business. What I want you guys to do from here on out is I want you to hold a picture of where you see yourself going. Like go to the rank snapshot. Take a screenshot of the rank that you want to go achieve. If it's diamond, go to the diamond, take a screenshot, put it on the back of your phone, and look at it every single day. And have a clear vision because Guys, honestly, your life moves in the direction of the picture you hold in your mind. If you have a bad picture in your mind, well, guess where your life's going to go? If you have a great picture in your mind or you have exactly what you want to accomplish, your life will go in that direction. Because honestly, guys, vision is the difference before basically between just wandering around and doing nothing and winning. If you have a clear vision of where you're going, that's how people win. So have that picture, a clear picture. Now, I created this website here. I created this website for everybody to use. This is a 14-minute video. Basically, guys, that goes over what Akashics is. So maybe you're brand new. Maybe you've never invited somebody to see the business before. What I want you guys to do after you leave this call, number one is go in the back office, see what rank that you want to achieve. Whatever rank that is, go all in. Well, how do you get there? You're going to need to make a list of your top 10 people that you want to share this with. Your top 10 people that you're going to expose this opportunity of network marketing and trading and see if they want to do it with you. And you're going to send them your link and you're going to put one left, you're going to put one right. Now, when you need to expose somebody, send them this video right here. It's watchakashics.com. Watchakashics.com. On this video, we go over everything. We go over the academies, we go over the live sessions, we go over Pulse, we go over everything, guys. The scanners, travel, we go over everything. At the end of the video, I say, get back to the person and get started. What they can do is they can go here, they can click apply for membership. They can select the membership that they want, right? Monthly, 3 months, 6 month, or annual. They can do either Akashics or trade and travel. Let's say they want to do trade and travel. They click new checkout. Right here, you have to send them your username. So when you signed up, you have to send them what you signed up with, your username. So whatever that is, if it's Mary Poppins, right? If it's Mary Poppins is your username, that's what you tell them, right? When you send them the link, you say, hey, if you want to get started, this is my username, go sign up. Click apply for membership, select the package that you want, type in Mary Poppins. I'm just going to show you guys so you guys can see an example. So once they put in your username, they can become an affiliate. They put in their information. They can check out, guys. But send them to this website. On the website, they can see, again, the live sessions, the trading academy, the trade alerts, the scanners, the testimonials, the mobile app. They can know a little bit about me if they want to. But again, this has been made for you guys to be able to go create duplication. If you guys are a Ruby in this business, if you guys are a Sapphire in this business, you need to teach every single one of the people in your team a couple things. Teach them how to invite. Teach them how to go share this with their network, right? Quick invite. Keep it simple, right? Don't explain this. My best invite that I ever had when I was first starting was this. If I was going to invite Tyler, I'd say, hey, Tyler, what's going on, man? What are you doing tonight at 7? Tyler's gonna be like, I got nothing going on. I'll be at home. Awesome, bro. Well, I'm super excited about something that I want to share with you. I'm going to send you a video around 6:55. Are you going to have like 15 minutes free to watch it? And Tyler's going to say, yeah, I'll be home, but what is it? Or what are you talking about? This is the most important thing that you need to say from this point. If they ask, what is it? Or what are you trying to show me? You just let them know, hey, it's visual and I want you to have the same experience that I have. So we're friends. Just check it out. I'm going to hit you up at 6:55 and just get off the phone or stop texting them. At 6:55, you let Tyler know again, hey, are you free in 5 minutes like you said? Clear it, like make sure he's free. Do not send the link unless they're free. That's so important, guys. Don't just send out watchakashics.com to your people and expect them to watch it. You have to make it important and make sure that they're going to actually watch it. So if Tyler says, yes, man, I'm still free at 7, awesome. Okay, well, hey, in 5 minutes, I'm going to send you the link. 15 minutes after that, I'm going to give you a call. And I want to know if you're as excited about this as I am. Sound good? Sure. You get off the phone again. At 7 o'clock, if you treat this like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. If you treat this like a hobby and you're just giving it a shot, you're going to get paid like this is a hobby. And hobbies normally cost money. So the more that you can take this professionally, the more successful you're going to become. So at 7, you send them the link. You set a timer on your phone for 15 minutes. Once 15 minutes done, you give them a call. And you let Tyler know, hey, that was awesome, wasn't it? What'd you like best? The trading, the business, or both? And he's going to let you know. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought the trading was pretty cool. I mean, I've never seen anything like this, but I'm definitely interested. And honestly, I didn't really understand the business side, but like, I definitely want to make some more money. That's exactly what I thought too, Tyler. I'm all in, man. You ready to get started? You have to ask people, guys, if they're ready to get started. You have to actually ask them to get started. And Tyler's going to give you a couple different responses. He's either going to say yes, he's either going to say no, he's going to say, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have this, I don't have that, whatever. If it's anything other than yes, most likely it's just a reaction to basically being asked to buy something. Most people, when they first get asked to buy something, guys, they're going to give you some type of reaction. It's either going to be, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, whatever it is. Most likely it's not the truth. So if Tyler gives me any of those objections, I'm going to say, man, I thought that too. I get where you're coming from. Feel, felt, found. Write this down. Feel, felt, found. So if Tyler says, hey, man, I just don't have the money for this, this is what you respond. Feel, felt, found. Tyler, I understand, man. I felt the same. I feel this. I feel you, man. I feel you. I felt the same way when I first saw this. But what I found out is this is exactly what I needed. I needed something like this to change that circumstance. Because here's the deal, Tyler. If you keep doing what you're doing right now, what's going to change? So this is one thing that I've always used, and this has worked like 99% of the time. If Tyler says he doesn't have the money, I say, I feel found, right? I tell him that first. But then I say this. So Tyler, you're telling me if you had the money right now, you would actually get started? I put it out there, right? I basically use his objection and I say, so if you're telling me if you had the money, you would get started. Now, Tyler will actually give you the real reason whether he wants to get started or not. Because he'll say, yeah, man, if I had the money, I would 100%. Okay. Well, Tyler, let me help you. How can we get the funds? Do you have a credit card? Can you sell something? Can you borrow the money? Is there a way that you can get started? I mean, is there any money that you have? And just get to the bottom of it, right? Or he might say, you know what, man? No, it's not that. It's just, he might ask a question about Akashics. Anything after this, it's very important to get a third party on the line. Someone that's been in the business longer than you. That can be a founder, that could be a platinum, that could be a sapphire, that could be a ruby, that could be a diamond. If you have access to diamonds in your business, just use somebody. Use somebody other than yourself. Like if you've gotten through that first objection, you've shown them the information, and they're at the point where now it's the real reason maybe they have a question, you just say, Tyler, I'm so glad you asked that question. I have the perfect person that can ask or that can answer this question. They've been in the business for a while here and they're absolutely crushing it, guys. They could be in for a week. If they're just longer than you guys, use them. Let's just say, it's Luke. I would put Luke on the phone and I say, hey, Luke, how's it going, man? Hey, I got Tyler here. Tyler saw the information. He likes both. But he had one question and I just wanted to introduce you to because I know that you've been in the business longer than I have. And I would say, Tyler, this is Luke. Luke's absolutely crushing it, man. Like he's taking his business serious. He's a complete professional. He's dominating this business. Even none of this even has to be true. But you get out of the way and you let Tyler and you let Luke speak. And Luke, all he's got to do is basically tell a story about how he's joined the business, what it's done for him, and what his experience is. And then after that, most likely Tyler will get started. Every third party call that you put on with a leader, normally they know exactly what to do. If you put people on a call with me, I tell my story, I answer their question, and normally the three questions that they have, there's three questions that every new person has when they first see this information gets answered when there's a third party involved. And the three questions that most people have when they see this information is one, is it real? Is this real? They just saw a video online of some random guy, looks like he has a nice house, sounds cool, but is this real? Number two, can I do this? Is it real? Can I do this? That's number two. Well, depending on how you showed this business is going to determine whether they believe they can do this business. If you've explained everything from A to Z, they're going to look at you and say, this is not something that I can do. Because there's no way I'm going to learn this information like you have and be able to explain it like you have. So the simpler you can keep this and the more you put it on just sharing the information with them is better. So if you just showed them in the video, you put someone else online, most likely they're going to say, well, I could do this. I could put my friends in front of this information. I could use Luke as well, or I could use somebody to show this with other people. That's very simple. And then lastly, guys, is are you going to help me? Those are three questions that everybody has when they first see this business, they first see this video, they first see anything. They're going to ask those three questions. And if you can answer those three questions, everybody gets started. If they know that it's real, they know they can do it, and they know you're going to help them, they get started every single time. But that's the process, right? You share the watchakashics.com, you have them watch the video, you answer maybe one of their rejections or one of their things that they're going to ask. You get a third party involved, guys, and that is the system. And then everything else that was talked on this training, guys, you're going to utilize every single nugget. And that's how you go be successful. That's how you go hit Crown Ambassador, guys. There's no difference between me and you. There's literally zero. I saw this business 13 years ago. I'm from a town called Clear Lake, Wisconsin, just like Kate. I'm from a town. I just drove past it the other day, guys. There's a population of 1,000 people. I graduated in 2008 with 62 people in my class. There is more cows than people from where I'm from. I'm a very, very small town kid. When I saw this information, guys, I was an athlete. I was going to school, and I never saw this industry before. I didn't even know it existed. I was going to school for business, and I had no business going into business. I had no clue how business worked. I literally went because the thing about it was everybody else was. And it looked like the easiest thing to do. Business just seemed like it was going to be the easiest thing to go to school for. I cared more about basketball and basically trying to get a C average so I could stay eligible. I had no clue what I wanted to do, guys. And I had no clue how to speak. I had no clue how to even do this business. And when I saw this opportunity and someone played me a video, the reason why I teach this method, guys, the reason why I show how to show this business in this way is because the person on my basketball team, Aaron Jenny on my basketball team, he invited me over to his dorm and he said, hey, I have something that I want to share this with you. I have something I want to share with you. I go over to his dorm, he props open his laptop, and he played a 45-minute video. 45 minutes. Like 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10, 15, 20 seconds into the video, I was already in. Like I already made the decision that I was in, and I just sat there for 39 minutes listening to this presentation. But I had $200 in my bank account. I had no money, and I still got started. And this is the point I want to make for this reason why I'm telling this story. Understand something, guys. There's going to be people that you share this with, you send the video with, and they're not going to get started. They're going to call you an idiot. They're going to say that these things don't work. Understand something. You cannot say the right thing to the wrong person. I'm going to say this again. You cannot say the right thing to the wrong person. And you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. I was the right person. All Aaron had to do is say, hey, I have an opportunity. Come to my dorm. I want to share it with you. He opened up his laptop. He played the video. I got started. That's it. He didn't have to convince me. He didn't have to sell me. He didn't have to do anything other than just share the opportunity with me. And now, 13 years later, all I've done is I shared the opportunity. I find the people that want to do it. I help them do the same. I teach them how to hit ranks. I teach them how to do the process over again. And I've done it over and 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 over. And now I've brought a couple hundred people into network marketing. That couple hundred has grown to tens of thousands of people all over the world. This industry has allowed me, guys, to travel to places I never thought I'd ever be able to travel. It helped me meet people that I never would have met without network marketing. It's given me chances to be translated into 10, 20 different languages. It allows me every single day to have the opportunity to go drop my daughter off at school, to go pick her up after school, to go to every single one of her after school activities. When my dad had triple heart bypass surgery, I was able to be there with him. I was able to take him on a private jet, take him on stage, and give him the rock star experience where I spoke in front of 20,000 people. This industry changed my life. It took me again from a small town kid to where I am today. It can do it for you, but you got to make that decision today. You have to go all in. You have to take what I just showed you. You have to take everything that was taught on this call. You just got to run. We have the gold. I don't remember who said this, but we have the golden nugget. We have the golden opportunity. Akashics, guys, paid almost $400,000 in commissions to the field. There was like, what, 16,000 pips that were caught from our educators? We have Tap to Trade. We have Zeus. We have education. We have an app. We have everything. The only thing that is going to hold you back, the only thing that's stopping you from where you want to go and do this is yourself. And if you, right now, get excited, pay attention, and never quit, you will never fail. You will never get fired. It doesn't matter how bad of an affiliate you are in this business. It doesn't matter how bad you suck at inviting, you suck at presenting, you suck at building this business, you will never get fired. So if you can never get fired, you can never get pushed out, guess what? Just never quit and you're never going to fail. The only way you're going to fail is if you quit. So get excited, guys. Pay attention, stay a student, and never quit. Thank you so much, guys. This was an incredible Super Saturday. Harat, Karab, I appreciate you guys for translating. Let's go. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, guys, if you got value from this call. But that's the roadmap. That's what it is. We'll get this recording out for every single one of you guys. And you guys have an incredible rest of your Saturday. Love you guys. Appreciate you. I'm grateful for every single one of you guys. Every single one of you guys are so important and pivotal of what we're trying to do here. Understand that every single thing that you guys do, every single person that you show, every single time that you get uncomfortable, every single time that you get out of your comfort zone, you're making a difference. You're doing something for this community. You're driving the ship. We are in this together. Our goals, the things that we want to accomplish with this company is not possible without every single one of you guys. If you don't show people, we don't grow. If you don't go help people go hit founder, we don't grow. If you don't push yourself out of your comfort zone, we don't grow. We need every single one of you guys as a collection to make a decision, to go all in, do the things that we're teaching you guys, and help us make Akashics the biggest brand in the entire industry. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And let's crush it. See you guys soon.